Hi, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movie Chats with Ryan. And today we're going to talk about the recent movie in 2025, Fight or Flight, directed by James Madigan, his first movie, directorial debut, starring Josh Hartnett. Um, I thought this movie was entertaining to the max.
Right. It was just so fun. It's a movie you don't really have to think about too much because it's just
No, and
action.
you shouldn't. Yeah, and you shouldn't. I mean, it's if you really want to nitpick, you will go in there, and there are plot holes. For example, how come it's so easy to get guns on that plane?
Oh,
Something. Why is there a chainsaw in the hold? And at some point, there is a huge hole in the plane, so a few people get sucked out, and then it's never mentioned again. So you don't need to think too much about it. But you know what? The movie doesn't care, and this is what
no.
makes it so fun.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
managed to do that. So big, big yes from me.
Yeah. There's obviously, it's in the first fight in the bathroom. First off, it goes on for like, no, not 15 minutes, but so many minutes. And then the flight attendants are like, knock, knock, knock. Is everything going on okay in there? And, just broken glass everywhere. And so my immediate thought would be like, glass in a plane? You could break that and you can use that as a knife. Surely that's not logical. And my brain was just like, logic? No. Hang on. We need to throw logic out the window here. No logic with this film. It's just dumb. It's fun. It's just, yeah.
It's fun. It's violent. It escalates to very bloody and violent as the movie goes, but it just does it very well. Um, and it's funny because I was thinking about some movies that I've seen and tried to do that and didn't put it off. And the first one that came to mind was, I don't know if you saw it, Havoc with Tom Hardy.
No, it's on my to watch list though.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I didn't get into it, and I felt that they tried to go into this overdrive action. I don't care, and it's very bloody, and you're gonna enjoy it. And I didn't. But this one managed to do it. The same as John Wick, with I think it's the same
Yep.
producers, and a lot of people will compare it to John Wick a little bit as well. It's like, yeah, this is in the same vein. I like that.
Yeah. And it's so cool seeing Josh Hartnett have this resurgence as well because I feel like he was in so much in the 90s, the late 90s, early noughties,
Yeah,
like Faculty, H2O. He was he's always kind of been there, but it's just, he's never really had his wow kind of thing.
yeah, it's funny because I was thinking about that, and I have to say, in the 90s or 2000s, when he was famous as a young heartthrob, um, I think I can only remember one movie that I really liked that he was in. It was The Faculty, and everything else
Yep.
I've seen it in. I think it were not good movies, and I just thought he's a pretty boy. That's why he's in movies. But
Yeah.
now I'm really looking forward to seeing Josh Hartnett in things. Because
Yeah.
he's good. He's still a pretty boy. Older, he's
Yeah.
still a pretty boy, but he does very well and he picks the right projects as well. So yeah, good on him.
Yeah. And I need to go watch Trap now because I haven't seen that yet. So that's
It's a,
in similar
yeah,
kind of vein of this one where he's kind of a bit nuts and
yeah,
just,
yeah. Look, Trap is in the way is in the category that it's bad in a way that it's good. That's how I would describe it. And even as his performance is entertaining, but I wouldn't say it's good. It's very Shyamalan,
yep.
M. Night Shyamalan that,
Yeah.
can put Mark Wahlberg in a movie and make him such a terrible actor. He did the
Oh,
same with Josh Hartnett.
well, Mark Wahlberg doesn't really have the best acting talent. Let's face it. He feels a bit
And
lost in it. He's
yeah,
okay.
he can do okay.
He can do it. He can do okay. Um, it's very fast paced, this movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first fight sequence that we talked about in the bathroom is like in the first 20 minutes, and it's just like straight away, and then it's just like it's just bloody and violent, and then the ghost reveal. So obviously he's trying to
Yeah,
track down this ghost. It happened very quickly, but it needed to because
I liked it. I
I
was
think
gonna say, yeah,
because otherwise we'd be searching for this character. Then he needs to go protect the character, but finding who she is, he then was spending like three-quarters of the movie kind of protecting her. So I
yeah.
get why they kind of revealed
I
her
thought,
so quickly.
yeah, I thought it was smart because when, yeah, I think it's like in the first 30 minutes when you're starting to think, okay, well, then who is the ghost? I had a suspicion it's one of the flight attendants. I didn't know which one, but I was like, I wouldn't be surprised. And if that
Yeah,
happens at the end of the movie, as of it's really gonna pay off and you're gonna be surprised about this twist, I would have been disappointed. But the fact that they brought it early as it's a bit of a twist, but it's also not the heart of the story. I like that. I think that was a clever choice.
yeah. If I could have asked for anything more, I would have loved to have seen maybe just like a little bit of uh, a bit of a twist where one of her flight attendant colleagues were assassins as well.
I
Like
thought the
because you've
guy
got
was gonna be,
I thought you had the very campy gay guy at the very beginning, and it's like smiles, and it's just I
yeah,
thought it was either him or I can't remember the names. That would have been so cool, but they were assassins too, and they were trying to get her.
yeah. I thought it was
You
gonna be as well. The other flight attendants, I thought was gonna be an assassin. At the end, especially when he's terrified and he's OCD about not bringing the tea to the passenger.
yeah,
That would have been a bit of a funny twist. I would have seen it coming, but I was like, okay, I appreciate it. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
But yeah, they didn't go there. Um, I was thinking when you were talking about the pacing, you know what? When I was thinking about movies such as Havoc, I think this is their big problem is the pacing, is that it's action, 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 and then it doesn't stop. This one is very fast paced. There is a lot of action, but they know how to just not necessarily slow it down, but transition into a bit more of dialogue, into a bit more of humor. And the humor, actually, the jokes, most of them land. Uh,
Yeah.
I had a few laughs, like a few good laughs during this movie.
Oh,
So yeah,
I was chuckling throughout it. I was real. I loved it.
um, but yeah, no, was good. Um,
Obviously, we've got, and then there's obviously your kind of on the ground kind of storyline with Katie Sackhoff,
yeah,
and so there was so the characters are Blunt and Hunter, where they are because they're after the computer as well, aren't they? Is that was kind of the
yeah, that
kind of
was the
trying to
thing. Well, actually, so the ghost, they were not really after the ghost. They were after the device that the ghost brought onto the plane. So the ghost was a decoy. Um, yeah, it was not bad. I mean, they didn't need, not that it was that complex. They didn't need so much of a backstory and stuff, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
yeah. If I'm going to pick on anything, just a
Yeah.
little bit too much swearing. Like that character
Yeah.
was it was just like every second word was the F word. It was just like
Yeah, true.
I mean, I know it's not
True.
a PG movie or a PG-13 movie, but like just a little bit of more realistic dialogue. I'm not nitpicking. I'm just nitpicking.
Oh, I've
The, the,
met people like that guy actually. It's
oh,
not
really? Oh,
very, yeah, uncommon in very high performing environments where you speak like that, especially to people that are used subordinate. It's another way of affirming dominance.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
unfortunately, I've met people like this guy, so it doesn't even feel that realistic. Or, but with all the swearing and the bloods, and it's more that they didn't care about censorship that much, and they really went
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way, and I kind of
Well,
like that.
when you've got a character chopping through people with a chainsaw and cutting off arms and cutting through torsos, a few F bombs, I think you can
Okay,
get away with it. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
while he was tripping on some dangerous drugs as well. So he's
yeah,
tripping
true.
balls. He's watching all these like lights coming out of a lady's head. That's because he stabbed her in the head and there's blood
Yeah.
pissing out of it.
You know what that reminds me of? South Park, the movie. When you get the mothers against Canada,
Yeah.
where you can show violence all you want on TV, but there should be no swear words. Otherwise, they go they go bonkers and they censor everything. Yeah, that would be kind of the mentality.
Oh.
Uh, Um, my
um,
nitpick would be the ending. I
okay.
didn't mind it so much, but I do not like where it feels that the ending is set up for a sequel.
Yeah.
It feels like, okay, where does he wake up? And she's telling him, oh, you're better. This is just the beginning. And then it just cuts and it's very abrupt of like, okay, well, obviously it feels like you want a continuation to that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it was a joke that didn't land so well, but I was like,
Yeah.
not sure about that. If I
Yeah.
need to nitpick, it was okay, but
Yeah.
could have been better.
Yeah. No, I see where you're coming from. I think it's a bit like it's very be like Independence Day 2. They
Mm.
set that up on a cliffhanger. It was like, yeah, we're gonna get a third movie, but it did so badly and everybody hated it. And then they're like, no, we're not because
This is
it
why I
just
don't like it because I find it very pretentious. It's like,
yeah,
okay, you think that your movie is going to do so well that you're going to be greenlit for a sequel? That's a bit presumptuous, isn't it?
right, yeah, okay. I don't really think we had too much to describe with this one. I loved
No.
the actress who played the ghost. I thought she was great.
She's
How good
good.
was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope to see more of her and things. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce her name, and I don't have it up on my screen at the moment. So, but yeah, she was really good, and she held her own as like a mid-20s actress against Josh Hartnett, who's been around for 25
They,
plus years. So
yeah, they were good, like bouncing off each other. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. All right, should we get into scorings?
Let's get into school. All right. I'm gonna give it, sorry, a 4 out of 5. Um, yeah, I know it's I think this is the perfect definition of a popcorn movie.
Yep.
It's okay. I don't like to say you can turn off your brain because it's not that, it's just you're gonna be entertained in a way that it's clever enough, maybe not to appear that clever, but to entertain you, and that's not necessarily an easy feat. I like Josh Hartnett. I like the action. I like the humor. It's adrenaline fueled. You're not bored for 1 second, but also it knows how not to go overboard that it makes you feel a bit weird. So very enjoyable. I give it a 4 out of 5.
You know what? I'm gonna match your score, 4 out of 5. It's got just that enough self-awareness that
Mm,
you're watching a movie, but I think these characters feel like they know they're in a movie as well. So it's just,
yeah.
I really like when movies do that. Yeah, it's dumb, it's fun. You can sit there and you can not really think too much about it. Cool.
Cool. All
All
right.
right.
Well, thank you. Thank you for listening. And please comment, please share, please follow us. Let us know what you thought of the movie if you've seen it, or maybe we excited you for you to see it. It's a good movie. It's enjoyable. And we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Take care, Rip. Bye.